Right now, millions of people are probably wondering, how do I type perfectly on an evenly spaced spiral? We're going to show you quickly in this video. My name is Brandon Peterson, and this is a Code Peterson tutorial. We're in Adobe Illustrator right here, and the first thing we need to do if we want to type in a spiral is create the spiral. Now, there is a spiral tool in Adobe Illustrator, but it's not evenly spaced. The lines get closer together, more at the center, and more spread apart as it gets away from the center. So the way you can make an evenly spaced spiral isn't too difficult. You just need to go to your circle tool or your ellipse tool, and I'm going to make an ellipse. I have the fill turned off, and once we have that done, then we are going to create another circle that is smaller, and then we will put it in the center. You can use those smart guides or those smart lines to help you out. Once you have the circles placed, then we are going to select both of these, and we're going to go up to Object, and then we'll go down to Blend and Make. Yours may look something totally different depending what your blend settings are. So then with that still selected, we'll go up here to Object and then to Blend and Blend Options. And then on here, I'm going to select Specified Steps, and I'm going to put in 5 steps. And now we have 5 circles between point A and point B. Now the next thing I need to do is select all of that again, and then go up to Object and go to Expand and click OK. And then going over here to my direct selection tool, it's the white arrow, I'm going to select the top half of this circle. Now I will go Control X to cut, and then Control Shift V to paste in place. Now, next thing to do is to go over here to our selection tool and then just click and drag. And you'll see once you get it slid over, it gives those smart guides to help us. And now we have 2 spirals. Then I need to go here to my direct selection tool once more, and I need to get rid of one of these 2 spirals because I only need one of them in there. So I'm going to select here and press delete, and I'll continue doing that all the way around. Pretty easy. And now because this is multiple paths on here, I want to join those together so I don't have 2 halves for each section. I'll select the whole thing, and then I can use Control J, which is going to join those, and now we have one evenly spaced spiral. Now to type along the path, we'll go back here to our type tool. And then if we go down and select Type on Path tool, and then if I click on here, you'll see we have our text filling in around the outside. And it is that easy. If you want, you can change the alignment of your text on this path by having your text tool selected, and then down here in the context toolbar where it says type on path, you can select that, and you can actually choose if you want it to be aligned to the baseline or in the center. So for example, if I choose center and click OK, it's going to put the text right in the middle of the path, depending on what you're trying to do with the spacing on this. Now, sometimes you want to flip the direction that the text is going with. So if you use your direct selection tool and click the words, and you have these 2 lines, one is at the beginning and one is at the end, you can select those and click and drag to change the spacing of that. But you'll also notice, and sometimes it can be a little hard to find, there's this line that's about halfway through the path, and it doesn't have the square on it. It's just a line right here that kind of extends out from there. And when I hover over it, I have a line with an arrow. And if I click and drag that down, then it flips the text to the other side of the path, and then it has it typed the opposite. So maybe you want your text to be going from the center working out, or maybe you want it on the outside working its way into the middle. It's kind of up to you and what you're trying to create. How to type in a perfect spiral and can be used for a variety of fun typography projects, all sorts of possibilities with this. Let me know what you think if this is helpful in the comments, and let me know if there's other tips and tricks you would like to see with Adobe Illustrator. And I sure hope we catch you on another video down the road. Thanks for watching.